Dear students, my dear learners, my dear well-wishers, thank you everybody. Now I am going to tell you about changing passage narration exceptional rules part 12. In the sessions I am going to tell you that first of all, when we are going to change the passage narration, we don't take any hesitation in our mind. We have to be bold. We have to be very confident that we have already learned about how we can change the narration of detached sentences. Suppose assertive sentence, interrogative, optative, imperative, and exclamatory sentences. And the first rule is that you have to recognize the subject, that means the speaker and the listener. First of all, the rule is that you have to recognize the speaker and the listener. When two persons are talking or making the conversation, so suppose he said I am well, I am well, I am bad, said Meena, said Meena. So in this conversations, you see that there are two speakers there are two conversations in these passage narrations, and the speaker in this case is he, and the listener is Meena. So he said, "I am well," and "I am bad," said Meena. So in this case, the listener is Meena. Or you can write like this way. Suppose he said, "How are you? How are you? I am good. I am good," said Kiran. "I am good," said Kiran. So in this case, you see that the speaker is he and the listener is Kiran, because he is asking a question. He is asking Kiran a question and Kiran is giving the answer. That is, Kiran says, "I am good," said Kiran. So in this case, you can understand the speaker and the listener. Thank you. And the second rule is that when the speakers and the listener speak two or more sentences, speak two or more sentences, or they use more subject on more subject. So in that case, what will be the changing rule? In that case, we can use, in respect of assertive sentence, we can use some more words with the reporting verb. In respect of assertive sentence, we can say said, also said, in addition to he said, moreover he said, etc., or Karim said, etc., or together with he said, etc., besides, etc. So you will be able to understand. And along with other sentences, according to the rule, we can use some more word, one or more word with the main reporting verb according to the rule of the sentence. So, dear viewers, please take a look at. He said, "I am very busy. I am very busy am very busy. I would not go there. I would not go there. So you see, in this case, you see the subject is saying the speaker is saying he is very busy and he would not go there. So he is speaking of two, or in this case, he is speaking of two matter. That is, he is very busy and he would not go there. So in this case, we can use, according to the rule of the assertive sentence, the repeating verb may be like this. He said, in this, he said that he was very busy. He was very busy. And now you can put the full stop, and after this you can also use the same repeating verbs. When you are using the same repeating verb, because you are writing the same sentence. This is an assertive sentence and this is an assertive sentence too. So when there are two or more sentences in the same category, then we can use the reporting verb. But in the next time we can also use some more linking word with the reporting verb. So dear viewers, he said that he was very busy. He said that he was very busy. He also said that he would not go there. You would not go there. You can also write in this place, also said, or you can say he further said, or you can say he added that he would not go there. If we use added or add, then we shouldn't use the same repeating verb. But if we want to use the same repeating verb, we have to put some other linking word with the repeating verb. So he also said, he further said, he moreover said, or in addition to that, or you can say he added that, etc. So I think you can understand. And the number 3 rule is that when the speaker is just speaking of two different things in the sentences, and he is speaking two different things, and in that case what will be the reporting verb? If the subject or if the speaker use two sentences in his conversations, and the two subject or two sentence he is telling is in the same category, then we just have to use the reporting verb only once and should use and to combine the two part of the sentences. He said, I am now here. I am now here. I would go out the next morning. So dear viewers, you can see, and in this sentence the speaker is speaking of two things. First of all, I am now here, and second is that I could go out the next morning. So the two sentences are written in the same category. That is, I am now here, assertive sentence. I would go out the next morning. This is also assertive sentence. And in this case, you have to use just only one reporting verb and have to use a conjunction, that is and, to combine the two part of the conversation. So he said that he said that he was there. He said that he was there then. He said that he was there then. Just you have to remember, in the indirect speech you have to use the time, use the adverbial of time at the after the adverbial of place. You have to remember. He said that he was there then, and he would go out the next morning. Dear students, I think you can understand. You have no necessity to use said again, because the sentences are in the same category. Thank you. And now you have to remember one thing, that is the fourth rule. When you are changing the direct speech into the indirect one, you have to remember the reporting verb may be written at the last of the direct speech, but in the indirect speech the reporting verb must be put at the beginning. So dear viewers, direct speech: he is a good boy. He is a good boy, said Meena. You see that in this case the reporting verb is at the end of the sentence, and in this indirect speech we have to write at first. So Meena said that he was a good boy. I think you can understand. And the fifth rule is that when you are changing the direct speech into the indirect one, dear viewers, you have to remember that you have to use the pronoun instead of the noun very clearly, so that the students can understand. So that your students can understand, if you become a teacher in your future life, so you have to remember. And still you are a student, you have to remember that you have to make your examiner understand what you are telling. So you have to remember that the pronouns used in the indirect speech must be clearly used or expressed. So dear viewers, indirect speech: Kalam said I am well. Kalam said I am well. But Kalam said I am well, but Milan is sick. Milan is sick. Milan may be get well. Maybe got well, got well. So, dear students, try to understand. You can see this is a passage narration, a small passage narration, and in this case we have to use the pronouns instead of the noun. Indirect speech, every words, indirect speech. So, Kalam said that he was well, but Milon, was sick. Milon was sick. And another sentence is that Milon maybe got well. Milon was sick, and he, we are using the pronoun instead of Milon here, he, we can use he in this place instead of Milon. Instead of Milon, you see Milon maybe got well in this direct space. Milon maybe get well. So Kalam said that he was well, but Milon was sick. And he. Why I am using he? Because we can't use the same noun repeatedly. We have to avoid the repetition of noun. So I am not using this Milon in this case. I am just using he. And to express this pronoun he, we can write the first letter of the noun M in the bracket, and he might be got well. So dear students, dear learners, I can understand that you can understand this. So I think there is not any problem to understand this rule. You have to use the pronoun repeatedly in the indirect space. Thank you, dear viewers. Please try to understand. Please try to learn English. Please try to understand how you can change your passage narration, and above all, you have to remember the basic rules so that you will be successful in changing narration. Thank you, and wishing you best of luck. Thank you, everybody.